Welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to be looking at Soludo, Governor Soludo's impact in Anambra State. We are going to be looking at what he's doing in Anambra State, the effects, the impact, and how it affects the people positively. We are going to be trying to look at some of the major works which Soludo have been doing in Anambra State, and we have to give kudos to where he's due and praise him where he's due. And if there are other modifications or corrections or advice that we can give, we are going to be stating it out here. Nevertheless, let's start by some of the very first ones that he just recently commissioned, which is the Solution Fund City. Governor Soludo recently commissioned the Solution Fund City this month, and it was a big one. And just the project was started last year, and we must commend the fact that he was quick to execute the project, even when many did not believe that the project would see the light of day. So, but good as it is, Governor Soludo proved himself and proved naysayers wrong by doing that and putting Anambra State on the map. Now, the Solution Fund City is a leisure fun park for family and loved ones to go and have some fun time in Anambra State. We all know that Anambra State didn't used to have fun activities. Anambra State was strictly commercial activities where people just come and do business or go for wedding event or end of the year. They just go for their Christmas. But now families from all around can have places, even when they go for the Christmas break, Christmas holidays or engagements. They can have places where they can take their families instead of going to neighboring states to have fun attractions. So yeah, we have to commend the governor for that. Now we're going to also look at the solution markets. The Governor Soludo has been building markets in towns in Anambra State. Like so far, he has completed the ones in Agulu. He built one in Agulu. He built in Awka. He built in Nsukka. He has been building several solution markets, which is good, and we understand that these markets are given to the traders for free. He builds it so that the traders who are engaged in street trading can go and trade in this market, and it's actually for free. So yes, we have to commend the governor for that. Also, something we have to take note of is the fact that in Anambra State currently under the Soludo watch, pregnant women go for their antenatal free of charge, and they deliver in Anambra State free of charge. So we have to commend him for that as well. Also, we understand that there is free education in Anambra State. Yes, this also goes further to leverage on the solid Anambra legacy that Peter B left in Anambra State, which has left Anambra top in the educational charts here. So we have to really appraise the fact that Soludo is doing something to also contribute to the development of Anambra's education and maintaining the legacy left by his predecessor. So yes, that is very, very, very commendable. Then we are going to be looking at the 3-arm zone. I'll be talking about 3-arm zone. This is also a very good one. The 3-arm zone is where we have the seat of government, the judiciary, and all the state parastatals situated in one single location. So yes, that's sort of like the independence layout of Anambra State. It's a good initiative, and Governor Soludo has built a new government house there, and it's a very, I think it's one of the biggest government house in the federation. It's very big, it's beautiful, and so far so good. He has moved into the government house. So this government house now would replace the former government house or the former government lodge where the governor has been operating from. So well, that is for the government and the executives to enjoy. For the common masses, I think things like the Solution Fund City will work, the solution market, the free antenatal and free education, that will work. So yes, it's a good thing that the government is doing something on their own part for themselves, and while they are also remembering that there are Anambra natives that should be, and also people living in Anambra State that should be benefiting from governance. So now we move on to the Ekwulobia upgrade. Governor Soludo is doing something very remarkable. In Anambra, we have basically we have three major cities, right? We have Onitsha, we have Awka, we have Nnewi. Then we also have Ekwulobia. Ekwulobia is another town. It's a town, and the town is a very developed town. So now Soludo is upgrading this town to become more or less a city. He wants it to have all the facilities of a city and to be like a city. So he's for this fact he's building things that would attract a city lifestyle there. He's building flyovers, he's building terminals, he's building bridges, he's building a stadium, and he's building a country club. So this is very good. He's building the roads. He's realizing the roads that lead to the town, Ekwulobia town. He's doing a lot in that regard. He really wants Ekwulobia to be the fourth city. He wants it to come up on stream, and yes, if he does that, that will contribute very positively to the economy of Anambra State and attracting more people to live in the state and in Ekwulobia. So yes, we support that. So the Ekwulobia Country Club also host fun activities. There will be fun activities going on there. Members will be allowed to register, participate, and all of that. Then coming to the football pitch, games will be held there. It's a nice stadium, and activities the youths now can have more cause to organize. The youth and members of the community, the town and all that can organize country matches, football matches at local levels and tournaments. This would really promote sports and tourism, local tourism within that region. Yeah, then the Ekwulobia flyover also. This is going to ease traffic in that location because Ekwulobia used to be very prone to traffic, especially during the yellow tide period, like the Christmas, the New Year. That side was a no-go area. If you are moving or living within that Ekwulobia axis, down from like say Isofia to Ekwulobia and all those axes, you will have a very, very, very difficult challenge navigating that vicinity. So yes, we have to commend the governor for that. Then there is also something very good which the governor is doing, which is the dualization of all major roads in Anambra State. In the past, Anambra used to be majorly a single lane state. The double lanes in the state were very limited. It's something that really saddens when you go to Anambra City, like Anambra State rather, and you go to their cities like you go to Awka, you go to Onitsha, and you're seeing all these very tiny roads all about the whole place, and it's difficult to navigate. But now the governor is in trying to dualize all the major roads, because he says these top tier roads in the next few years, or next few years to come, the Anambra State will have a population boom, and it will be very difficult at that time to dualize this road. So he thinks it's very imperative that these roads are dualized now. So yeah, that is foresight. That is quite good, and we have to praise the governor on that. That's visionary leadership, which we must agree with here. Anambra is rapidly expanding and getting developed on any front, however you want to look at it. It is getting developed, so yeah, we have to give that. Also, security in Anambra State has always been a problem, especially during the Governor Soludo administration. And somehow there was this belief that the governor was being very lenient with the issue of security, and like he didn't really want to do anything about it. But of recent, like some few months back, he stepped up his game, and he all of a sudden created these two groups, Agune Chamber and Odugachi, to fight crime in the society. And so far so good. Yeah, they've been doing their jobs, but there have been a lot of complaints on the other hand, like where these guys take the laws into their hand and abuse the power. The governor has come out several times to like call them to order, set up a counter group and stand to look into the affairs of these security operatives. But despite that, it's kind of still difficult to like handle these people and manage their issues. But nevertheless, they are doing a good job because the insecurity in the state has reduced. However, we have to deal with their excesses so that they don't oppress the people they are supposed to protect, and so that they don't become a nuisance after the state is now safe. They now become the new threat to the state. So I hope the governor is still trying to resolve that issue, because we won't want a situation where we are going from fire plant to fire. The issue of Odugachi and having a chamber must be something that must be properly looked into by the state government. Then we have to also look at the very interesting one. This one interests me across all states, because Enugu state is doing it, Abia state is doing it, Anambra is also doing it, and this for me is the international 5-star hotel. Yeah, this is going to also augment the International Conference Center in Anambra State. So yes, for me particularly, I'm always very excited about when a very classic 5-star project comes into Igboland, because it's the number one or a major form of tourism in the region. And yeah, we lack these things. We lack the foresight or the steps to get these things to work. Or rather, I think our people don't have the interest, or our governors are not interested in it. But these are some of the things that build an economy, that build a society. When you have international structures that foreign people can relate to or want to come into, because you don't expect somebody coming from the very civilized world like Canada, Australia and all that to come and lodging in a small one-man hotel and all of that. It won't go down. So we need something very modern, something that can be classified like a 4-star hotel, a 5-star hotel, that could have a mark and impact in style that the people would want to recognize and relate to. So yes, on this note, I think I'll be ending this here. So far so good. Those are some of the top developmental strides of the Excellency Governor Chukwuma Soludo and Wambafo of Anambra State. So let's commend him so far. He's doing a good job, but is he your best governor? Well, it's up to you to respond in the comment section. Please like and subscribe to this channel and give us a thumbs up. Thank you very much. I appreciate this.